At least 3 people have been killed and 5 others seriously wounded in a suspected knife attack in Solingen. A 30-meter Ukrainian flag is unfurled outside the European Commission building to mark the country's State Flag Day. Ukraine's military says it used high-precision US-supplied glide bombs for strikes in Russia's Kursk region. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says he's suspending his presidential bid and is endorsing Donald Trump in the race for the White House. At least 3 people have been killed and 5 others seriously wounded in an attack at a festival in the western German city of Solingen. German media, citing police sources, said the weapon used was believed to be a knife. Witnesses alerted police shortly after 9:30 p.m. local time after the assailant stabbed several people at random. Police said the attacker was on the run and that so far they have very little information about the man. They also said they believe the stabbings were carried out by a lone attacker.
Wie die ersten Zeugenhinweise uns erreicht haben, hieß es zumindest, eine Person greift Menschen mit einem Messer an. Aber zu einer Motivationslage ist uns natürlich nichts mitgeteilt worden.
Solingen was holding a festival of diversity to mark the city's 650th anniversary. It was supposed to run until Sunday but has now been cancelled. Ukraine's military says it used high-precision US-supplied glide bombs for strikes in Russia's Kursk region. A commander with Ukraine's Air Force published a video on Thursday night purporting to show a Russian platoon base being hit in Kursk. He said the attack with GBU-39 bombs, which was supplied by the United States, resulted in Russian casualties and the destruction of equipment. Many of Ukraine's international allies oppose the country using donated weapons for anything but defensive purposes. However, Ukraine has argued that its Kursk incursion is essentially defensive and aimed at creating a buffer zone to minimize attacks on Ukrainian soil. Meanwhile, the United States has imposed a fresh round of sanctions on more than 400 entities and individuals for supporting Russia's war effort. That includes sanctions on Chinese companies that American officials believe are helping Moscow skirt Western sanctions and build up its military. A 30-meter Ukrainian flag has been unfurled outside the European Commission building in Brussels to mark the country's State Flag Day. The ceremony on Friday was attended by representatives of the Commission as well as the European Parliament, the Diplomatic Corps and several Ukrainians. European Parliament Vice President Sophie Wilmès said that she was pleased to once again express the steadfast support of the European Parliament for Ukraine. While the EU Commissioner for Internal Market Thierry Breton said the Commission condemns the ongoing missile and drone attacks by Russia aimed at civilian populations. As Friday turned into Saturday, Ukraine was still ever present in the Belgian capital. August the 24th sees Ukraine mark Independence Day, the day it declared itself a sovereign nation from the former Soviet Union. The Station Europe Visitor Centre was illuminated in the colours of the Ukrainian flag to mark the day, as was the European Commission building.
Many months ago, I promised...
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has said he's suspending his independent presidential bid and is instead endorsing Donald Trump in November's race for the White House. In a speech on Friday, he said he would seek to remove his name from the ballot in battleground states because he believes his presence in the race would help Democratic rival Kamala Harris. Kennedy Jr. is the son of the late Attorney General and Senator Robert Kennedy and the nephew of President John F. Kennedy, both heavyweights in Democratic Party history. He acknowledged his decision to endorse Trump had caused tension within his immediate family. Campaigning in Las Vegas, Donald Trump said it was a great honor to receive Kennedy's endorsement. He called him a great guy and said he was respected by everybody. The U.S. presidential election takes place on November the 5th.
I just want to thank everybody.